What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without fame. Well, I personally encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. Don't let anyone make your life miserable. You are no longer a believer in God. And if you're still believing in God, that's why I'm here to open your eyes so that you can wake up. Because no one will wake you up. You wake yourself up. God doesn't wake people up. People wake up themselves. Nobody wakes you up in the morning. You wake up. Unless maybe you have plan with people to go somewhere or you're still a child living with your parents. Of course, they can wake you up, but if you're living by yourself, living your life, mm-mm, no one wakes you up. You do. Okay, so enjoy your life. Use that little money you have or that big money you have to enjoy your life. Remember that whatever you give to someone else is not beneficial to you, it's a waste, whether you accept it or not. But they use all those morality bullshit to make you, oh no. That's why you don't know that marriage, all those things make you even selfish. Although they will tell you, no, they're against selfishness. No, faith in God makes you selfish. Practicing any type of morality makes you selfish. Marriage makes you selfish. That's why every man is selfish. That's why they want to marry a woman to have their own children. Oh, my wife, my children. I married her. I paid her bride price. She's my property. How dare you? They're my children. How dare you? And they were preaching against selfishness. One of the things I found that spirituality and religion does to people is making them to hate in others what is in them. I mean, the same thing they are doing in different way, they hate it. Why? Oh, because others are doing it. The same thing people do when it comes to the smell of their fur or the smell of their shit. When you are shitting or when you fall, you like enjoy the smell because you are the one that did it. But if another person do that, oh, why did you fall? I do that also to people. But I always like hit myself. I say it's natural, but I say no, don't do it like some people fall in your face or that. No, it's natural to do all that. I'm not against them, but don't do it in my face. If I come, I always put on cologne. I always like spray something when I don't smell what I like. I spray the one that will smell as I like. Smell can never kill you, or unless maybe you're locked up in a place that no air is flowing. Then maybe I don't know how it goes. I'm not a doctor. I don't know about how people get an infection or die or something like that. All I know, I speak what I know. And that's what I want to share with us on what I titled The Lineage of Corruption. The Lineage of Corruption or Lineage of Corruption. Understand that lineage of corruption is known as ancestral cause, or some people will call it generational cause. A habit or behavior that has been passed from one generation to the next. That doesn't mean it is natural, because this is why you see most Africans. Of course, you can see I put my traditional African regalia. So I'm talking to our people. That's why I put it on. That's why I dress like this, because I'm not talking to white people. I'm talking to black people. Wherever we are, all over the world, we are nature. We are the one. We are the original. We are the thick darkness. And there's no light that can overcome us. They can only deceive us to not know ourselves, but we are coming to the knowledge of ourselves, which will prepare us to fight for our freedom and reclaim our enviable place or position in the world again, where we were living naturally and not all these spiritually, religiously, and all the bullshit the white people has dumped on the world, destroying the world. Lineage of corruption. I want you to know also that ancestral curse or generational curse is a Christian concept to vilify or demonize the indigenous people, especially the black people are the indigenous people all over the world. White people are not indigenous people. Anytime you hear about indigenous people, it's talking about the original people, the Africans. It's not just, just the first people to occupy certain land. No, it's talking about black people all over the world, no matter how they try to change it, because most of the thing they used to get our people, trap our people, is telling you, no, it's not that what, this is what it means. That's why they made up dictionaries. So you don't have to research for yourself. It's only what they're saying. But we are glad today to have internet. When you go to the internet, you also see African view there, you see white people view, you see black people view there. So it's better for us. That's why it's called World Wide Web. www, that's what we need. We don't need the dictionary. We don't need only the curriculum they made up for us, teaching us in school to make us happy or great slaves for them for life. So ancestral curse is not African thing, it's not black people thing, it's a Christian thing. It's a Christian concept. It's idea they brought after they cooked up what they want to do. Then they send the missionaries from Islam. I don't know what they call them, whether jihadists or whoever does their preaching or converting other people. When I'm talking about Christianity, I'm talking about all the three Abrahamic religions. They are instituted by white people, started by white people. It has nothing to do with Africa. Whether you claim the Bible, Ethiopian Bible is the oldest Bible, the names in those Bibles show you it has nothing to do with Africa. I mean, the authors of those books in that Bible has nothing to do with Africa, but everything to do with Europeans. And understand that it doesn't matter when you say, oh no, Bible is talking about African culture. That's bullshit. It's telling you the lies against African culture. Anywhere you see God or Jesus or the Lord in the Bible is talking about white people. It has nothing to do with Africans. It has nothing to do with black people. Then when you see slavery or invasion, taking other people's, land, raping women and all that, they're using all those things, telling you, no, that's what the people were doing. They were doing it. That's why God rejected them and sent us to kill them and take their land. There's no part of this world where people can lay claim and say this is they were the first people there. No. The darkness was all over the world, black people all over the world. And we are coming back again. So ancestral curse is a Christian concept to vilify or demonize the indigenous people and their ways of living, to convert them to Christianity, to convert them to Islam, to convert them to Judaism. According to Matthew 23:15, they cross land and sea to convert people and make them twice worse children of hell than them. Also in Mark 16:15 and 16, he said, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Why Africans were never creatures? Africans were eternal people, natural people, original people. They were not created and they cannot be destroyed. That's Africans. They are nature. We are not spiritual. We are not religious. We are not kings. We are not queens. We are not gods. We are not goddesses. We are both all that. We are nature. Try to destroy nature and see your fate. The same thing happened to all those who invaded to destroy Africa. Look at them. They didn't succeed, and Africans are coming back because that's what you can chop down the tree. You can even dig it, uproot it. That doesn't mean the end of that tree is coming back because it's nature. You cannot end nature. He said, he that believes shall be saved, but he that believes not shall be damned. That is evil. Understand that curse originated in God. The concept of God is the concept of curse and blessing. So that's why Africans don't need blessing. Africans don't need curse. We don't need good. We don't need bad, because those things are from God, from evil. God is evil. So that's why in their book, Jesus tells them to dust their feet when people don't accept their messages, their lies. This their generational curse they are spreading, telling people, oh, you are suffering because of generational curse. You lost the war because of generational curse. You will enslave you because of generational curse. They lied because they are liars, and God is a liar. Of course, when a liar is your God, What else do we expect from you? In Matthew 10, 14 and 15, he said, when you go preach, if they don't accept you, he said, dust your feet against them. In the day of judgment, he says, Sodom and Gomorrah will be even better than them. You see why Africans believe in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, believe in all the nonsense stories they wrote in the Bible where God is dealing with people or cursing people? It's a lie. There's no God. God cannot curse you. God cannot do anything. It is evil people, white people that curse Africans, bless Africans. And the curse they heap on Africa is more than the blessing they claim to bring to Africa. And they did not bring anything worthwhile to Africa. They stole from Africa. Africa never needed anything from them. They needed everything from Africa. We taught them to bathe. They don't know how to shower. They don't know how to clean themselves. They were living just like their fellow animals before we came. We didn't share DNA with any animals. White people do. Scientists have already clarified that. But still, majority of educated Africans, even spiritual Africans or religious Africans, they believe that, yeah, they say we are one with animals. Yeah, we share DNA. We are animals. We are Homo sapiens. No, we are not their bullshit they made up. We are the original people. We are not like them. But if you still doubt it, then tell me why they invaded you and enslaved you if we are one. Also in Mark chapter 9 verse 5, the same thing, he said, dust your feet against the people that refuse to accept the message. What type of nonsense is that? And these people say that they care or they love you because they can't use care, or they don't know what is care. It's only natural people that know what is caring. To care is natural. A mother don't need to be taught to take care of her children. A father don't need to be taught to take care of her children. But read their book, they tell parents how to take care of their children, how to do this, and it's always to command them, to convert them, to train them. It's not to live with them. In nature, parents live with their children. That's how Africans were living before white people came. We weren't living like we are living today, where you have all this brother live over there, the other brother live over there, sister over there, and all that, marrying out the women and the men, only men staying at home. No, in Africa, originally, all of us, we were living together, and that's why we had kinsmen. It's not all this nonsense marriage that we have, they force on us and all this way we are living today, because they taught us away from all this, and the people that gave birth to us were already in that bondage. They pass it down to us, which is why they call it generational curse or something like that. Or maybe, today we be like, no, we are Christian family. There's no Christian family in Africa. There's no Muslim family in Africa. There's no Jewish family in Africa. That's why I keep saying that no real African is a Christian. No real African is a Muslim. No real African is a Jew. No matter how you try to explain it or put it, no, we are not. We are above all that garbage. Even in Acts chapter 13, 50 to 51, Paul did the same thing. Who did Paul shoot the dust of his feet against? The Jews. The Jews. Paul was a Jew, yet he calls his own people Jew. The same thing every African Christian, every African Muslim, every African Jew is doing to Africa. You are cursing Africa when you say you are a Christian. You are cursing Africa when you say you are a Muslim. You are cursing Africa when you say you are a Jew. You are cursing Africa when you say you believe in God. Even when you say you believe in spring being, you are cursing Africa. I will open your eyes today, if you allow me, or continue suffering. That's your business. Christianity is against Africa. Islam is against Africa. Judaism is against Africa. That's why they keep pointing you to God. They never point you to yourself. They never point you to yourself, which is your ancestors. They never point you to your land. In fact, they said, I think in Isaiah chapter 8, that when you look at your land, the earth, you will see destruction, you will see evil. I'm living in America, enjoying my life. You see what I'm doing. How many can I do this the way I'm doing it in America? No way. Why? We don't have steady power supply. We don't have a reliable high-speed internet. We don't. Although the father of internet is from Africa, Igbo man, Philip Emegwali. Very soon they will sweep him under the rug, and it's only white people will, because that's what we cherish. Oh, white people made it. It's great. If it's black man, no. Because God is good and darkness is evil. When you say God is good and you say darkness is evil, you are cursing Africa, and you're an African. You don't supposed to do that. Okay, so that is what the introduction I want to present before I go to the main thing that I came to, because this, excuse me, lineage of corruption is part of the effect of slavery. It's not rooted in Africa. It's not rooted in our ways of living, even in our way of reasoning. No, we don't have any part of corruption. We don't have any form of corruption in Africa. And we didn't have it even before the white man came. But today, it's like, oh yeah, they are cursed. Yeah, what is your name? Shadrach, what is your name? Philip, what is your name? Joy. Those things are against you. When you say that, you are admitting that, yes, you accept slavery as your way of living. We are answering their name. They're not answering our name. We speak their language. They're not speaking our language. They are taking advantage of us. We are not taking advantage of them. Why? Because we are nature. I told you how that nature came to be. When last year I went to Nigeria, and the next month I'm coming to Nigeria. So I was in Air France. After seeing the poor condition of Nigerian Moritala Airport, Lagos, so it then the France, their own airport was, man, boom. And I was like, why their own is far better than us? Then in the air there, he said, because we are nature. Why are we suffering when these people that stole from us are enjoying? When these people that learn from us are enjoying, and we are suffering today because we are nature, they are not. So they are against nature. And nature relax like, okay, let's see. No, we have to rise up and end it. Even a goat, is not a goat don't bite, but there's a way you will push goat. It will use the horn. It's time we use our horn of knowledge to rise up and destroy this white supremacy over us. So let me go to the the lineage of corruption. The first corruption, the first thing that corrupted Africa and the Africans is God. That's why I tell us, or I told us, and I will continue saying it, at the root of our problem is God, not sex. Because one of the things missionary told you that, oh, black people, oh no, sex, they are so sexually active, blah, 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 blah. That's what they used to preach, that all black people, all Africans know about is sex. Because our manhood is greater than their own. Our women greater than their own. Everything about us, we are not suffering all this erectile dysfunction. No, active people, because we are nature. And it's not a must we produce children. We are living where we have contraception, like something that can stop a woman, prevent a woman from getting pregnant. But many of you think, yeah. Why people want to depopulate us? Because they need to depopulate us since we are too ignorant to depopulate ourselves. Don't you see we have many stupid people in Africa? Even all the leaders in Africa, all of them are stupid. We don't have any wise leader in Africa, which you call like president or king. They don't exist in Africa. All of them are educated fools from A to Z. No, none is exempted. You say, no, I don't know what I'm saying. Tell me the condition of your village in Africa. Start from there. Are they building themselves? No. What are they waiting for? Help from above and abroad. That's why they pray. Then they force people or cajole people to send money. Come and show us what you have made in America. Come and show us what you have made in Asia. Come and show us what you have made in Europe. Why those people are coming to Africa, taking our natural resources, continue building themselves, taking even our natural resources called educated people or smart people or wise people to their place. Where is Philip Emeagwali living today? In America, I guess. Not in Africa. Everyone that know how to build anything, boom, run to America, run to Europe, run to Asia, because that's where they will make money, which is part of the corruption we keep passing down. God, then those people they forced to believe in God. Remember the father of God, or father of one God is it was a Pharaoh Akhenaten, right? If I'm still correct. And many of you think, yeah, that Pharaoh was African. No, Pharaohs were the invaders. They invaded Africa too. We had no Pharaoh. Remember, what is the meaning of Pharaoh? Is it big house or something like that? Because that's what Africans had. What we had was a house. And in the house, the eldest is the one everybody respect. And we respect everybody. But the elders are the one that say, this is how things go. This is what we go. And they're the one that tells us our truth. But they came, kill out the elders, put their kings over us, and their cronies, they carried in their cabinet, and they're now controlling the whole land. It's no longer every house, taking care of themselves. One person now making law for every other person. God, Igbo people, that's why you hear Igbo people, when they give them this, they chi, chim, you have chi, there's a God, there's a chi, oh, chi on your wagon is following you. That's nonsense. You don't have any chi. There's no chi anywhere. Why did they make it chi? Because they gave us God. Then remember, before there was God, there was ape that people worship. People worship monkey before people worship God. And people worship a woman before they worship monkey or God. So the first being to be worshipped in the whole world was a woman. What is the name again? What is the name again? Goddess Hathor. You can Google it and educate yourself. So this God is where generational curse originated. He told you in their book, when God created them, he said that he cursed them for eating from the tree of knowledge. Because when it comes to God, knowledge is forbidden. And if you know, you must be separated from God. God will hate you. God don't want you to lean on your own understanding, to know yourselves. That's why God came to enslave Africans. That's why God came to colonize Africa. Because they don't want them to know themselves. Then Africans now, chi, that's supposed to be nature. They say, yeah, nature is God, or God is like nature. It's not. Nature is not God. Nature is nature. Nature is not spiritual. Nature is natural. Nature is not religious. Nature is natural. Nature is not mysterious. Nature is natural. All you need to do is to live your own life naturally too. Nature is not against you, and you should not be against nature. But when you say you believe in God, you are against nature. Because you have not seen that God, you cannot see that God. So you are presenting your illusion, your delusion and hallucination as natural thing, which they are not. That's why you believe the dream you have about that must come to pass or is true, but they are not. And that's why you see them killing for that. How dare you tell me what I see is not real? One day I saw it. I saw this God. I saw the hand of God. I saw the miracle of God. It's true. It's not. It's your illusion. Misinterpretation of what exists. You are more than God. That's why you see some people now telling you, no, you are God. No, you are not. Even white people are not. You know what I mean? Because when you're talking about God, you're talking about something that creates or somebody that creates. No, God cannot create anything. God never create anything. God does not exist. Africans, let us remove all that God from our mentality. You don't have any God. No God created you. And no God is monitoring you. No God is punishing you. No God is doing anything. It is people who are doing all that thing you are ascribing to God. You say, who created this? The trees didn't tell you they have God. No God have shown up to tell you they created tree. Stop making up things for that useless God that cannot help you. At least let your suffering teach you that prudence. You are suffering. Where is that God? And that's why they blame you. Remember, Matthew 23:15, they blame you. They made you children of hell, children that blame themselves, children that hate themselves imaginary being. The second one after God is king. If you read their book, they will tell you to honor God and the king. Kingship is not African thing. It was forced on us. And the people that forced that nonsense on us has abandoned it. The only people upholding it now among them are the United Kingdom people, where you still have a queen or king and all that. But if you go there, you see that, yeah, those people have power, but, you know, when it comes to government or relating with other people, they set up that government to do all that, not the king. Yeah, they may have final say after all said and done, but it's not solely on their own decision. They have to work with those people they set up in government that also interact with the outside world. So, king. And you see, but people, the one thing about Africa is whatever garbage they give to us, we try to make it make sense when it don't supposed to make sense at all. And that's why it's not making sense the more we go. We're finding out it's not making sense. No, this generation comes say, no, this thing is not like that. King, you see what people say, onye phase is a royaka. That's nonsense. When they know that Eze, they make it remain in a family. They say, oh, the gods choose a king from. No God is choosing any king. That's a lie they sold to us. Oh, no, you cannot drag to be a king. You know, you cannot question it. It's the gods that make somebody king. If they choose you to be king, okay, now you see how some people will rise up and begin to kill kings to take over. Some even pay kings to get out of the town so that they will be coronated as king and take over. King Ndebai is not our thing. Eze is evil. King is evil. Is part of slavery. Just as God is part of slavery. Stop honoring the king. If you must honor yourself. Don't honor anyone else. Honor yourself. Stop honoring the king. It is the king that made all those tradition and culture bullshit. King and his people say, this is our culture, this is our tradition, without asking everybody their own opinion. They just concluded for the people. Yeah, the people, you know, the gods chose the king, and the king chose the people working with them. They are the custodians of our tradition. Look at what you call culture and tradition. They are not benefiting you. After making money in America, in Europe, in Asia, you go to your village saying you are doing your culture and tradition. What is that? Somebody put mask on and you dress somehow stupid and calling it your culture and tradition. You say, what do you mean? That's your identity. No. Lie is not our identity. Masquerade is not our identity, Africa. Those nonsense they force on us, they are not our identity. If you are looking for our true identity, then you look at science and technology. That's our identity as original people. Look at the earth. That's our identity. Look at nature. That's our identity. All this nonsense they give to us are not our identity. These things you call our culture and tradition are not ours. It's just like Nigerians claiming that Nigeria is their God made Nigeria. Nigeria is their thing. Your ancestors, your forefathers didn't know when Nigeria was formed. They weren't consulted. It's the white people that brought that king. They are the one that made up because they rule. King Lord Lugard. Lord Lugard. The Belgian king, is it King Britain? Is it Lampora or Lampo? Idiot he should be called. All of them, they came as kings, terrorizing Africa. And that's what they built that institution. And we still have those institutions in our land. Oh, this one is king. This one is Oba. This one is this. You know, Chief Kabiyesi. All this nonsense that they force on us. One person living better than the rest of the people, or few people living better than the rest of the people. Before, in Africa, everybody lived equally, practicing equity and fairness. Not all this evil we have today. Yet you say you have a God that has all the power, and you have a king that can do what? As we speak now, most of our kings are no longer living in our town. Why? Because they are running for their lives. They are scared of unknown gunmen. They are scared of... even when we were growing up, we used to believe, they used to tell us that kings are powerful. When they hold out their hand fan, you think they are just holding it for them. So no, remember, their servants is blowing fan on them, but they use, this one is special. Maybe something bad is coming, you just use it, wave it away. But you think it's just using it. Yeah. No. And people made up all those things. But the way we invest in all those things that don't even benefit us, if we begin to invest so in science, our villages will be greater, better than any other place in this world. Because no other people can build like Africans. We build better than other people. We taught them to build. We have to come and take over again. You see people, eze this, eze that, eze anwe, eze chuku, eze ebube, eze this, eze that, eze. I'm happy to eliminate that from me. I'm a Bubedike, not Ezebube. I'm above Ezebube. I'm a Bubedike. But that's that's why you see every family begin, oh, my father is king. Okay, oh, then the man give birth to a daughter. I say, that's Adeze, princess. That's princess. Those things has nothing to do with our originality, and they are not improving us. See how we are suffering today. After God and king, another corruption they pass down to us is what? Hero. Igbo people call it dike. Then we get that thing for nonsense they wrote in the Bible, like Samson. Oh, he's strong, he can do the fight for the village, he do this, he do that. Hero. So now you see brother want to show I'm stronger than others, I'm better than others. They were even fighting to marry like a princess. A king will say, anybody that can be the winner of this wrestling contest, will marry my daughter. And you see hefty men, strong men fighting. Africans never done that before. We weren't fighters against one another. We weren't fighting our brothers. We were doing wrestling just for fun. And that wrestling is what every people do in their house. When I say house or family, I'm talking about kinsmen. There's a Spanish guy down here. I think they're doing that even among them today, which we don't do anymore. They always play volleyball during summer. And you see people, all their people that live around here, they come there playing it together. No, the only thing Africans do today together is party. And everything they throw party is for fundraise. That's what Africans are doing. No longer for fun. No longer for fun, for entertainment. Then they take it too serious. Yeah, this thing is spiritual. This thing is, no, it's not. That's what spirituality was a mere myth that people were just using for fun. Like after they come, somebody will just bring some stories to entertain the people. But today they think it's an enlightenment. I've read when somebody say, yeah, you call it mythology and all that, but that is where people were passing down information or no, that's wrong information. In the myth, you cannot see the real thing. That's why they have gods there, have all those creatures there. In nature, we are not creatures. We are living our life naturally. You don't need to beat anyone to show your power or you have this or to rule over anybody. Hero. Igbo people call it dike. There was time, yeah, that was vague. Like everybody want to be strong. People want to be able to do this. But that did not last too long, because why? Then Yam came. They begin to pass it down to things they used to, use for fun or celebrate, okay, as a people. Okay, this is time of harvest, and after harvest, we rejoice, happy, cook and eat together as kinsmen. Now they begin to, who have more yam than the other, which Igbo people call DG. It's like the way people treasure money today. That's the same way they treasure yam that time. You see, today Igbo people say they are doing yam festival, where people can come and display their own yam, who have the biggest yam, or who made yam most. Then they have Oba, like the band, where they put those yam, they display it. If they show they are great, say, come and see my band. They open it. It's like their treasure. So you go, oh wow, see all that yam. And people who are jumping face or coming to steal the yam, people that don't have. Because one of the things this corruption brought to Africa is stealing from ourselves. We don't used to steal from ourselves because we have everything in abundance and sharing everything as one. There's no need for stealing. The same thing, if the government of today will apply it, there'll be no need for stealing. All this corruption you say going on, all this crime going on, is because few people are controlling the rest. So those who are controlling, they don't have what you have. They want to steal to have it. That's why I'm not against stealing. Anything Bible is against, I am for that thing. Bible is against stealing. I am for stealing. The only thing, don't steal from the poor, steal from the rich, steal from our oppressors. You should stop bothering all those Yahoo boys. They are doing well. It's your education and your religion that is destroying you, not the Yahoo boys. If you find way, I was never against 419ers. Yeah, Osofia acted it. And I like it. Oyibo man, I go chop your dollar. I go take your money disappear. 419 is just a game. It's not a crime. Eh? The same way you play football, that's the same way 419 goes. Or are they not playing football to win money? It's the same thing. The same thing. So after people were bragging, our people yam this, yam that, which is why you see some today, some people will even tell you yam is like a child. They will tell you some funny story why they are doing New Yam Festival. Especially this from August to is it November or October? New Yam Festival. August to September. In Igbo land. What does that do to you as a people? Does it improve any life? No. Does it develop the land? No. They even go to market to buy yam today. They are not even producing yam anymore. And they will come, New Yam Festival. They put on masquerade, doing some stupid things. I'm happy that unknown gunmen and the kidnappers don't let us come to village to do it again. They are celebrating it wherever they are living. How many white people you see celebrating their festival in Africa? No. Especially Igbo people. You go to every part of Africa, they will tell you this one is this here. Oba of Lagos. You know, the king, the Ezendi Igbo na Lagos. Ezendi Igbo na Kaduna. Ezendi Igbo na China. Ezendi Igbo na America. Ezendi Igbo na Europe. And they're using all those things to make money, claiming they're celebrating. So you see, when during Digi, they begin to, I pass my brother. I have more yarn than this one. Digi, you pass your brother. Then after that, they begin to corrupt people too. They give us that corruption. Onye nwere mmadụ nwere ego. Imagine that. They tell you that if you have people, it's like you are more than somebody that have money. I think that's how they used to put it. I think Mudibe sang it. Osadebe used to sing it before he began stupid like most of us. Because when they preach Christianity to us, we think, oh, we are going to hell. Then they begin to say, okay, now I'm a Christian. Begin to sing about Jesus. Begin to sing about money. He don't used to sing like that. He used to sing about people, saying their like chieftaincy name and all that. Every woman that see it get treated. Oh, I want to be that too. When they make little money, I want my own chieftaincy title. This, that. That's why my stupid younger brother asks, okay, I'm a Bubedike. Who coronated me? I don't need anyone to coronate. Do you think I need anyone to have this? I don't need anyone to have this. They belongs to me. It has nothing to do with your culture and tradition. But that's what you will say. It's your culture. It's not just like that. No. It's forcing people to live certain way. You cannot force me. I'm a lone wolf. I do things that work for me the way they should be, and I get the result I desire. So you begin to see onye nwere mmadụ ka onye nwere ego. And you see people now, because you have these people, they can even connive and take other people's land. Because we are corrupt already. They corrupted us with the gospel of God and the gospel of Jesus. We begin to sell what we don't used to sell before. We begin to buy what we don't used to buy before. Today, we're even buying land, selling lands in Africa. In Africa. Most of us that have land in Africa, we don't know what to do. We are in America working in companies. We are in Asia working under people. We are in Europe working under people. But we have land. Nobody have land in America that is working under anybody or for anybody. Because when you have land, that is wealth. People till that land, cultivate that land, do things in that land, find out what is in that land, the natural resources in that land, and begin to use it to improve lives. But us, no. So, when we say people, we begin to, okay, this is my people. No, your brother is no longer part of your people. Now somebody else can be part of your people, and they begin to form club, cult, all those things. Oh no, this is for us. This is not for everybody. If you want to know what we know, you have to come and join us. No longer sharing information freely. Your brother becomes your neighbor. He's no longer your brother. So that's how they destroy kinsmen. They targeted it and destroyed it. They ended brotherhood among us. They ended sisterhood among us. All we have is neighbor. Even in some places, the parents and their children are living like neighbors. Then after people, it is money. Then Osadebe sang, Aga me ejebe kwa ebe ego na-adị. He used to say that if you have people, you are more than somebody that have money. But now he said, I have to go where money is, so I have to also go to where money. Yeah, we need money. We don't need money to live as a people. No matter how you try to see it, they force all those evil on us. Today we think without money we cannot live. How many of you eating money? Nobody is eating money anywhere. Everybody is eating food. Food is what keeps you alive, not money. You can have all your COVID-19 taught you that. But many of you have rejected it because you're chasing money. People that had money that time were suffering because even when you have money, there was no food. And that's why you see they add money to everything. After the COVID-19, today we are suffering it. Now you hear people telling you, Oje go Mwemba. If you have money, then you have surname. If you have money, you have grant. If you have money, you have respect. If you don't have money, you don't have anything. Is it not in their Bible? He said, poor man, even beg people to come, they're running away from him. Your parents running away from you because you don't have money. Your siblings running away from you because you don't have money. Or you have it, you're not giving them. They run away from you. No money, no life. That is what we are living today as a people. And you want to be like white people. White people are not saying no money, no life. No, they gave you the money. It is black people, African, thinking no money, no life. I need money. People that will tell you no money, no life in America are slaves because they don't have land. And I don't blame them. But if you have land, you don't need money. You can do transactions with money, but money is not the main. You can live and succeed and even survive or thrive without money. But you are living in a world today where without money, you are not happy. Because you don't have money now, bro. So don't you hear people telling you that? You say you don't have money makes people happy. That's fake happiness. Whatever money makes you will destroy you if you depend on that. Look at our place. Why do you see all these unknown gunmen or kidnappers kidnapping people and demanding for ransom? Money. Money. Even people fighting to be kings, money. It is money. This is what we are suffering. Ojego Mwemba, you go to your kinsmen meetings, things that were never done before. One person that have money there will tell you, I'm using 5,000 naira to tell you, sit down. small boy that just went abroad and make some money, then he comes to family meeting or kinsman meeting and be disrespecting the elder, telling the elder, sit down, shut up. Even the elder going to wash car for him, the elder, that's stupid. Me, no matter how rich you are, no matter what you have more than me in this world, I will never bow to you. I will never respect you because of what you have. I will respect you because you respect me. If you don't respect me, I will not respect you. And if I see that you value your money than life, I will be far away from you. Money. And that is where we are now currently. The question is whatness. Because one of the things Africans lack is whatness. They don't think about whatness. They just think about now. Because they never think about their past. They already agree that, yeah, their ancestors were cursed. That's why they are suffering. So they're in the present looking for Messiah, looking for Savior. That's what Africans are doing today. You tell me it's not. Look at yourself. Where are you living? How many of us living in our village? Even in our villages today, the same thing happening. God, king, hero, yam, people, money. Nobody is talking about our resources. We don't even know any. Although we have engineers, we have people that went to school, educated people. But where are they? They're in the city or abroad looking for greener pasture. As if their own land is not green. But they say greener pasture. So if your own land is green, but there's greener one. So what happened to that green in your land? I say last time they tell you, Akururo, Okonye Bataria. That's a curse. Akudinulo, suppose everybody. You don't need even to say Onye Bataria because we used to work together. Today you want to build a house. I build that's my house. No, before if you want to build a house, there's your age mate. All of them come together, join you, build your whole house. And that's how they help one another. They have destroyed all that brotherhood today. We have neighbors. Whatness? You tell me whatness in your think. Judge very well. You see what I have said? Look at the condition of your people and your own condition. Then tell me whatness. After this morning nonsense, whatness? Are we going to remain enslaved to these things forever? Africans, our slavery condition don't supposed to be permanent. But your ignorance and fear make them seem to be permanent. But they are not. To me, I will tell you my own opinion. I envisioned awakening, revolution, and the freedom is happening 6 years ago or 7 years ago or some years ago. I was not saying trash God, trash Jesus, live humanly or live naturally. No. I was preaching God, Jesus, condemning humanity, condemning people for God and Jesus that I have not seen. People I can see, people that help me. People has been helping me too. People help me all through my life. And I've been helping people all through my life too. It's a natural thing. How about you? What do you see next happening to us as a people? I see awakening. I see revolution. I see freedom. God